Hey, why hello there! That's exactly what I didn't want to happen, but whatever. No way around it, I guess. How we doing, chat? Ay, ay, ay. Today, we go through Elden Ring. Elden Ring, oh, Elden Ring. Let's get to see how that experience goes. Oh. Welcome to the guest house. Population. Lots of poor Albinorics, I guess. Oh boy. Controller, Controller's having problems again. Yeah, it just stopped there. Huh. Oh boy, that's gonna be obnoxious, isn't it? God, I don't know what's wrong with the full forward on this controller. Oh well. It is what it is. We'll deal. We shall deal. Hey, Adolphus. How are we doing? Oh. Oh. Well, this is my life now. Oh, so this is where you guys come from, huh? I'll be honest. I was expecting to find you in the mountains. But I guess this makes more sense. This is where mountain people got you. Ah! Yeah, that's fire, alright. You keep screaming, bud. We're in hell. Yeah, it feels like that. Oh! Controller? Controller, you okay? You having a moment? You having a senior moment? Well, there's a ladder here, so I can't wait to discover that it's death. Let's see. Oh. Uh-huh. Okay, I see how this is going to become a problem. There we go. Get rid of two of you. Oh my goodness. Do I gotta open you up again, controller? I really don't have to buy another new one. I feel like I'm constantly buying PS3 controllers. And they're so expensive these days. Oh. Thanks for giving away your location, idiot. More smithing stone. So I had some time to ruminate on this this place, and I gotta assume, because the idea is that they're abductor virgins, right? So the idea is that all the reason why we get warped, I think it was up here or something, was because of one of the virgin ladies, well, ladies, quote unquote, lock you up and they warp you there. Like, that's all part of the plan, as it were. So I have to assume that this town, maybe it was a legitimate town at one point, but I have to assume this is just a prison town, and all the people who are being brought here, imprisoned, and eventually brought into that quote unquote guest house to be tortured and used, as it were, are all part of Rykord's whole snake devouring thing, in terms of they were brought over from the lands between. So, like, you know, the citizens, the soldiers, you know, anybody really. And they are then part of his madness. Oh. That's what I was afraid of. Okay, do we got a Haima cannon? I do not have a Haima cannon. Okay. Dang it, I thought I could... Uh-huh. I swear, the actual lava is less dangerous than these guys shooting the lava. Also, I feel like I've seen this before. I recall this being in Raya Lucaria. I guess it's just a generic thing, then. Good to know. Oh. Good to know. Yeah, I don't recall the buildings. Also, I see. Part snake, part bird, huh? Snake I get. The bird part, though, I guess this town had to belong to some of the original residents that settled the volcano originally. Oh. There you go. So I guess these guys have to be people who were browbeaten into either acting as like guards or something, you know, prisoners managing other prisoners, or... Oh. Yep. Or something. Let us see. No? Oh. Oh. Good thing I could just jump out of lava. Just, you know, casually lava jumping. Whoa! I'm not sure that's how you're supposed to stand up there, bud. You okay? You got all your parts intact? Like, oh boy, that looked like a janky animation in the corner of my eye. I'll have to watch the playback on that one. So far, exactly what I expected. Lava Town. Sinking. I swear, Miyazaki has a... I said it on Twitter. Miyazaki has a fetish, apparently, for his buildings sinking into his swamps. Now, granted, swamp here is being used loosely, but I think I rest my case. He really just wants his buildings to sink inside his giant bodies of deadly fluid. Oh. Hey, buddy. I'll be honest, it was 50-second one to kill me right there, but guess I'm fortunate. Huh. Oh, I can make it. Nice. I thought it was gonna be slightly too short. Don't see anything down there. Don't see anything over there. Okay, I think we're golden. And so far, the controller problems aren't being too obnoxious, though the occasional jitter on my character running is a bit awkward. Again, stuff like this makes me feel like this game was designed with a lot more fall damage, probably closer to Dark Souls 2's. And then they couldn't be bothered to change the maps when they decided they didn't want people dying constantly during exploration for the tiniest little falls. I don't know, I get the feeling that's how this all works. Because it, as is, falling feels like it got nerfed badly during pre-release. Like it was supposed to be something more substantial, and now it's been basically made a non-issue. Kind of like repairing in Dark Souls 3. Like it's there because, hey, that's just it's an RPG. But they pretty much destroyed it to the point that it may as well be removed. Which is funny too, because this is a game with all its crafting. You really could have brought back repairing and made it meaningful, having to get certain parts and stuff to repair your weapons and armor on top of getting them forged to improve or maintained. Best platformer of 2022. Hey, Platypus Practicus. Did I read that right? Yep, oh, yep, I read that all right. Oh, boy. Alright, what boss is down here? I refuse to believe that they're just giving me these lifts down here for no good reason. Is there a shortcut or something for me to get out of this? Does this take me up? Oh, yeah, this one takes me up. Good. So I guess the other one takes you down. Although, who knows? There might still be a boss here. Oh, oh, no! Oh, no! Well, Smithing stone. I agree. This game is a great platformer. I really like jumping in this game. Oh. You know, like when I do that to get myself killed. Well, it wouldn't be a Loki stream if I didn't kill myself toward the beginning. By falling off an easily avoidable ledge. I wonder if there was more of a gradient to fall damage, like maybe 10 to 20 feet instead of 15 to 20. Cat ring would make more sense in that case. Yeah, I agree. It feels like it was designed where they tweaked a number, and made it like super lenient when that wasn't originally the plan. I just refuse to believe that they made cat ring literally so worthless. Because right now it's like I drop these things, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take damage, and I'm like, oh, I don't. It's either I die or I'm perfectly fine. There's no in between. I think that's my shortcut, too, so I better... Yeah, I really do need to go back, so we'll go this way. Yeah, we don't care. I already explored. I don't care for the enemies. So long, sucker! Oh, no. Oh. There we go. You got yourselves a whip there, snaky boy. I see snakes and snake men in Dark Souls, in Elden Ring have the same behavior as Dark Souls. We like our weapons to be like us. Imagine if like us humans were like, ah yes, my weapon. It needs to be a sword that is shaped exactly like me. It needs to have 5 blades, 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head. Oh, has to be a round head too, because you got to make sure it's accurate. Just such a bizarre cultural concept. But whatever, I ain't a snake. What do I know? Alright, so back to what I was doing. No! Why are you here? I think I know what boss is ahead. Oh no. Oh, so that's what you do. There we go. I have so many old Dark Souls habits. I keep checking corpses even though they don't give the indicator that they drop an item. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what is this, a church? The snake church? Yeah, that looks like a snake body there on the altar. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. Nice bright red curtains. That's that. I can foresee the bloodshed already. Well, let's raise this. Wait, this gets a cutscene? Really? And in the end, it's probably better for new players that way, especially since the game does have so much more verticality. In retrospect, this guy is interesting. The Godskin, you mean? But yeah, I agree. The fall damage was clearly designed for noobs, though again, I think it's still too much. Like, you could make the same argument in any Souls game. It's like, oh, well, players can die because of the verticality in Dark Souls. It's like, come on. In Dark Souls 1, I think they got it right. Like, it's not Dark Souls 2 levels of, oh my god, I fell 2 feet, I died. But it's not Elden Ring's level of, oh, I fell 2 feet. I fell 200 feet. I'm perfectly fine. Also, there's no way I'm standing on that metal right now and not literally instantly dying from the heat. Like, that metal was red hot under that lava, and it somehow didn't melt. Looks like it's actually just the metal's reinforcing a rock underpinning. So it's made of lava rock underneath it all. Interesting. Still haven't figured out how to get up there. Uh-huh. What's my next level up? 50k. Hey, Thens, welcome. BRB, no problem, Adolphus. Take your time. Huh. Lions, huh? Is though... But are those snakes at the... I don't think we've seen that at the others. These are snakes. Oh my god, stop it, game! I'm trying to get a closer look. Ay, ay, ay. I swear, I don't like the Sekiro system here. Sekiro, like, was fine for the most part. With the way they handled graphics and stuff, but I don't like the fade. The fade annoys me so much. Looks like a Buddha meditation almost, but with 2 snake heads instead of a, you know, Buddha head. Let's take a shot of that for later. Very curious. How about the corner? Again, I don't know why this shit fades. So dumb. Yeah, it looks like they're in a type of Zen meditation pose almost. And then you have these image of birds being combined with snakes, huh? I wonder. So assuming that snakes are much like in Dark Souls, where they're distant descendants of the ancient dragons, it makes me wonder if the idea is that birds descend from dragons, so Stormhawks and stuff, those are dragon descendants, you know, raptors and all that. Snakes are descendants of dragons, and so they try to emulate, they're combining the imagery of snakes with birds, because they're trying to get closer to the original form of the flying snake, the dragon, right? That's my current thought process. And again, the appearance of the lion with the snakes here, again, I want to confirm if the snake stuff is used in places like, what's it called? Garank's Sanctum and all that, so. Yeah, some interesting stuff here. Lore-wise, the Flame Monk is interesting. Yeah, the actual idea of the Flame Monks who abandon, I think it's watching over the Giant's Flame, their flame of destruction and all that, in order to what's it called? Protect the, in order to join the Black Flames with the Godskin is a neat little detail to them. Though, again, my bigger problem is I'm expecting another Godskin boss up there. So let's go down first. I'm sure whatever boss it is, it can't be any worse than this. Well, now we have a shortcut to the church, so. Nope. Okay, I got Kama Dessert. Good. So, I guess we're gonna Terra Magica this bitch. Watch, there's not even gonna be a boss here. It's just gonna be like a normal level, and I'm like hyping myself up for nothing. But I don't know. This feels like boss territory. Yeah, just look at that. There's gonna be a boss here. What's it gonna be, like a worm or some shit, like we earlier in the volcano? Is this supposed to be like a dragon lair or something? Or is it gonna be? It's not gonna be virgins because we already had the virgin boss. So. Oh, yep, it's. Oh no. Uh-huh. Oh. I'm actually okay with that. You leave. Oh, this isn't gonna work. Oh, of course. Of course. You were angled just right so it goes under you. Oh, I hate this game sometimes. You'd think that. The worms aren't that bad, but the terrain maker is makes it a bit of a hassle. Yeah, I've noticed. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, I get you. Prison Town Church here. Oh well, I can kill Godskin Boy every time and get myself some nice, juicy, dang, I'm really blanking today. Nice, juicy, runes. I don't know what's with me today. I thought it was kind of bad yesterday when we were doing the Dark Souls stream because I hadn't eaten or whatever. But today I just feel like I'm totally out of it. And I just ate, so that's not the excuse. Actually, ooh. Can I get the backstab? How much is that worth here? There we go. Eh. That bleed isn't really coming in into play that much in this game. That's at least nice. Oh, okay, cool. Does the music still trigger in that one corner outside the church? There's a corner to the back outside where the music triggers. I'll have to check it out. I would assume they'd fix that, but I guess that depends on if the devs are aware of that glitch. I'll be honest, I could probably fall and nothing will happen to me. Yep. That lift's for going up, not for going down. Okay. So, we need to do this quick. You know what? I messed up, but I should go back and go up. Because I bet you Boyo's still gonna come. Yeah. Oh! Oh, okay. Whoop. Yeah. Okay, well, I gotta run away sooner. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Let's see. What can we do here? I go in, I trigger him, I run back, I get up, I then shoot him with giant big laser beam, he dies. I get runes, I level up, I then deal with Godskin whatever that's in there. Let's see, can we get the church music to trigger? Nope. Yeah, let's do this again. Oh. Man, your dodge needs to be a little faster there, buddy. Now this would probably kill me. I'm not dropping that one. I'm not that I'm not that much of a risk taker. Here though, here I feel good. Yeah, especially with that. Not that corner, to the right behind it. Gotcha. We'll go to the right side next. Hey, Giant Dildo. Good to see you're still around. Come on. The problem now is getting the angle. I think here. Yeah, here should do it, I think. Are you kidding me? What? Oh, the stupid snake's up there. Yep. Darn, I forgot about the damn dumb snake. Oh, Loki, you moron. When you say back of the church, do you mean literally behind it then, or? Because if that's the case, I don't know how we're going to get around back there right now. But I shall endeavor. Oh, you mean back here like this, huh? Oh. I assume you mean over there, so that corner. But yeah, not getting any music triggers. So if it did exist, it's been patched, I think. Now, let us continue with the mission. My all too important mission. To kill all the snakes and turn them into purses. Oh. Do that first before I do something stupid. Like that. What? What? Oh. Well, that could have ended badly if the lava was actually a threat. Okay, so... Oh. Never mind. Exactly as planned. Oh. All according to Keikaku. Keikaku. Oh boy. Yep, that's the plan, alright. Alrighty. So I had everything in place, except I didn't think I got the right angle. I think it was a little slightly off. Oh. Oh, I'm in combat. He saw me. Did he hit himself into a wall and had a knock effect? What? Okay. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. No, it's just not letting me have it. Okay. It's just not letting me have the angle. It doesn't go down. I thought they patched that, but okay. Let's try this, though. Maybe from here. Nope. It just doesn't let me shoot downward, huh? Well. I guess we're just doing this, then. We gotta do it the slow way. And for those wondering why I'm cheesing this, I'm not fighting this boss a third time. It's literally the same fight, just with different numbers so far. Or if there were more significant fall damage. Exactly what we were talking about, right? Oh. 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 God, my lock-on my character is having all sorts of moments right now. There we go. Why am I doing this? I could just fall. Hey, miss. Oh, there were you in there? Oh, I could already have foreseen. If I fought you normally, I would have not have seen you, and then you would have gotten me killed because you'd attacked me from behind or some shit. I know your works. Lava slug. Alright. I love how I can't jump forward, but I can do this. Fire is a joke, everybody. All that for a smithing stone and a dragon heart, huh? Nothing else down here, huh? Okay. Didn't even get that many runes from it. Huh. Well, alright then. Oh, right. Is there anything over here? No, this is just the long way around, it looks like. And we're back here. Yep, okay, nothing changed. Fun fact, the high water slowness goes away in New Game Plus. What an odd buff to playing New Game Plus. What an incredibly specific change. I would be surprised if that's a glitch and it was completely unintentional. You're up here, right? So, take some rocks to the face, buddy. Oh, only took 3. Cool. What do I got going for us? Is that enough to get me to 40? No, I don't think so. That's not enough runes. I gotta get to 48k specifically. Okay, I don't want to fight Godskin right now with so many runes on the line. Feel like that's gonna be obnoxious. Ah, you know what? You know what? No, I don't have a ring of sacrifice, so no. We'll do this after I've leveled up. Until then, let's do what I was originally planning before I got distracted. And do Altus. You can wade through the water because you hold the weight of the world on your shoulders in New Game Plus. Hey, Eris. We'll come back to you shortly, Gelmir. So these guys belong to an ancient society, but it looks like the royal capital repurposes them. I'm assuming it's the same society that made these ruins here, because they have similar looking stone, and if I recall correctly, we find one of the golems... Where are they? At the bottom of this cave here, with similar ruins. Oh, highway's fancy here. I think we saw something like this, but I don't recall this. Huh. Neat. Again, more firstborn symbol reuse. Honestly, Nameless King should file a lawsuit. Say that it's plagiarism. What a rainy day. Alright, let's see what you're like. Oh, but you die in 1 hit. Can't complain there. Lord Sworn Shield. I think it's first. Yeah, this has to be the first time I got on that shield. Lots of camps. Where's the map? There's one there. And one there. Oh! Really? Already? Another one? I feel like I just got a grace point, but whatever. Yeah, I guess that's enough distance. For how little there is to trudge through, though, it's honestly not that bad. Feels a little redundant if you... Oh, my. Let's see. Place in ruins. Bunch of omen walking about. Doesn't look like... I can't tell if this is their camp or they rebelled as slaves and, You know, I think the corpse there might give me my answer, but who knows. We find corpses in a lot of these camps. Alright, let's see how bad you are. If I hit the other one, I would have laughed so hard. Go away. Nobody loves you. That's why you're an omen. Omen children everywhere. Also, the rocks here got gold in them, huh? I see, gold veins. Just take that note for later. Makes sense, given the radiation that they're under. Oh, whoopsie. Ow. Wait, what? I'm not crazy, right? I'm seeing magic particles. But then when I go to look, the magic particles are gone. Huh? Are those supposed to be these flower petals for these white things here? I guess. Huh. Glowing white petals. I wonder how these look at night. In before arterial leaf. Nope, it's turtleneck meat. At least we got some variety. Just a little variety. I see that's the entrance. Oh, I need to put my glasses on. Gotta get those blue light glasses on before I make myself blind staring at this screen. Alright, we're getting back on the road. How bad could you guys be? Still laughably weak. Wonderful. Oh! Hey, brother.
Ah, look who we have here.
Yes, yes.
Delightful to meet a familiar face, even after departing.
I was about to say, if you were gonna say see a familiar face, I was just gonna be like, my man?
And will happily pass it along to you. I'm yet to find the noble gold mask.
Uh-huh.
I suppose he'll be closer to the Erd tree. The path ahead might be perilous, but tread it I shall. Since departing the Round Table Hold, I've come to understand, in my solitude, how little it is I truly know. I'm yet to find them, I suppose, the path ahead. Since
Yeah.
how little.
Altus Plateau. Okay, glowing lights. I have to assume that our maps are magical then, because we have like glowing red runes or whatever that it's just writing. There's no actual map, so I just have to imagine that the writing somehow translates onto our page or something. Like I don't know, like we got a map of the area, but it's like blank, I guess. And then like the magic words just go boom. Here you go. We just did the text to picture conversion. We just applied the converter. It all works out, we promise you. Yep, I found Altus Plateau. Oh wow, that's really far in, huh? There's a building over here. Yeah, I think I'm seeing this white... I don't know, I'm not seeing these white flowers everywhere, and it disappears when I don't look. It might just be energy given off from the plants thanks to the Erd tree, right? Like, it's excess. Everything is gold here, though, even the foliage. Also, hey, what do you know? A tower. The first defense of Lanedell. A sovereign alliance rots from within. Traces yet remain of bloody conspiracy. The term for conspiracy, if I recall correctly, is the same one used for the Knight of the Black Knives. So this, because the Knight of the Black Knives is referred to as basically like the Black Knight, the Black Knives conspiracy. It's called, right? So the idea being, it's, you know, yeah, I assume that the idea of the conspiracy that killed Godwyn and possibly other demigods. Sovereign alliance rots from within. So all the demigods were all united as one. It was all going to be a fair, good process. But after Godwyn gets offed, that collapsed real quick. Guess he was the one holding the family together. Well, would you look at that? We're seeing graves with the flower symbol at the top again. So, yep, it has to do with allegiance to the Erd tree. Fascinating. Oh, look, dogs. Doggos. Doggaroonies. Also, I see you, Mr. Troll. Don't worry, we'll head down there, like, eventually. So it's the idea that the first defense of Lindell happened... The monument's there. Though I suppose it could be anywhere here or there. I assume it happened on this side, though. The Second Church of America. Huh. A sacred tear out in the open, not over here. That's kind of weird. Church is in ruins like the others, though. Huh. Lots more natural rocks, though.
Eleonora. Seems I am no match for you.
Oh.
But I've learned a thing or two myself. You see, I've sliced the finger off.
Huh?
Please. Please. Eleonora.
I was thinking his dialogue broke for a second.
To the cesspit no longer. Do not stain the immaculacy of your sword. Your flask. Your fire.
Yura? Oh. Well. Well. Don't know what to say about that. Nagakiba. Katana with a first long blade, signature weapon of Yura, the hunter of bloody fingers. Reminiscent of reinforced spirits, imposed length can be put to good use. So I guess he's got a history with her. Eleonora, go back to Dark Souls 3. Oh my gosh! Oh, I see. So that's why you got a whole thing against, the dragon people, huh? Yep, he has a history with her, alright. Okay. Gotcha. Oop. Woman, don't make me keep using this. Oh no! I forgot you can heal. Anyway. There we go. Lots of dragoning, huh? Purifying crystal tear. Eleanor's pole blade. Don't worry, Yura, I avenged you. Pole blade, there we go. Naginata, okay, yeah, so, but a name like Eleonora and you're using a Naginata? Is she a Westerner that was trained by Yura, maybe? Did Yura, like, pass that on, perhaps? Now her legacy is stained with a cursed blood. Or maybe she's a Westerner that went east and fought alongside Yura over in his country, the Land of Reeds. There are precedents like that in Japanese history. Huh. Okay, again, I'm confused by how death works here, because again, tarnished, supposed to be immortal, can't die. Yura here, we just looted the blade off a guy who's apparently, allegedly not dead. Make it make sense, chat. Clearly, I'm still not getting how the cosmology of life and death works in this series proper. There has to be some limitations. He has the fake washing pole. Poor Godwin, lol. What a weird family. Half siblings. Oh my gosh, I forgot the dog. Well, that explains the blood. Alright, let me talk to my chat, doggies. There we go. Alright, now where was I? It's psychic paper. I just assumed it was allergies season. Hey, and welcome back, Adolphus. So, yeah, I had heard about that. Really want the translation was a little more in line with the Japanese. Yeah. I've said, I've gone on record before. So far, my impression of the Elden Ring localization is it's the best that Souls localization has ever got. Frog Nation actually did an okay job here. Again, how much of that is due to just the game being so big, they decided they weren't going to try to get creative with every single item this time? I don't know. I'll just give them credit where credit is due. But there's still nitpicky stuff I'd like to go into. And obviously there's the big stuff like the Ronnie ending. Like, oh my god, I facepalmed when I saw that. Well, I'm glad it got in the news, though. More shit like that needs to happen, so that way the localizations know, hey, you can't just, like, half-ass it. You have to really be sure. Make sure you double-check your work. Because, like, that's just embarrassing. But yeah, there's definitely, like, little nitpicks that I could make about different items and terms and things like that. Like, I understand some of them. Like, Imperium, there's no way you're gonna get across the Japanese with the, like, anyway, so it's like, okay, just, like, call it, like, whatever you want. Empyrean, fine, sure, good, whatever. I can't blame you. Wow, this is a big graveyard, huh? Okay, now where was I about that? What a weird family. Half-siblings, step-siblings, and even your descendants. Try to balance that, lol. Poor Godwin, lol. He has the fake washing pole, rot dog incoming. She's a weeb is the only explanation. Eris, I wish I saw that before! No! She's a weeb. It's the only explanation. Yeah, I suppose that's what I'm thinking. She might just be a weeb. She went to the Land of Reeds and studied the arts of the sword. I think it's supposed to be grace that's sustaining you, and when tarnished lose sight of it, they can truly die. Oh, so the idea would then be Yura's one of those who lost sight of grace. I guess that makes sense, because I think the same thing happens with Rogier, right? Like, Rogier, no longer can see grace or something. No, that's not true, because he gets hit by Godwin's thing, and he lives after that, so... Maybe... I could have swore he said, like, he hasn't seen grace or whatever anymore, so I have to double-check my facts on that. Also, welcome on in, Anastenu. Not sure if I've seen you in here before. Great to see you. Also, all these white flowers has me curious. Which Ronnie thing? The Ronnie ending is what I'm talking about. The whole ending scene with Ronnie. Again, like I said, I'm glad that that made news. Deserved it. A wolf. I went against blood dogs. You are nothing to me. Opening is Tarnished Awakening to see Grace, by the way. Yeah, that is true. Like I said, I want to double check the Rogier example, because I can't remember, because it might be... I could have swore Rogier says that he long lost has not seen the sight of Grace, and yet he obviously has to survive the whole, you know, getting impaled by Godwin. Which, honestly, sounds more sexual than it really is. Or who knows, maybe Godwin does like to make it sexual. You don't know what dead, soulless demigods are thinking. Oh yeah, the Ronnie and the Ronnie ending was bad. I really hope we get either a fixed translation or at least maybe a fixed translation mod. I don't think you're gonna have to re-record the dialogue, and I only see that happening. If they haven't done it already in like a free update, I can only see that happening when they get to the if they do it with the with DLC. That's the only way I can imagine it happening. And I'll be honest, I'm skeptical. I've gotten the impression, looking at all the stuff with Frog Nation, that they really aren't interested in doing more than the first job they required of them. I just don't see them going the extra mile. Again, I could be wrong. Wait, what? LOL, so what is Empyrean in the Japanese? The Japanese for Empyrean means, the term used is basically like God-man or God-person. The idea being that there are multiple ways you can translate that term. It can refer to, you know, like Jesus Christ is, you know, God in the shape of God as man or whatever. Like the idea of like God incarnate as a man could be the idea of a priest. Again, similar to how in English we say, oh, he's a man of God, right? So the idea of a God-man, a man of God, or what have you. The idea being that, you know, he's someone who serves the God or what have you. It basically just associates a person with godhood or divinity in some way. Obviously, in the context of Elden Ring, the idea being is that the Empyreans are people who are candidates to become the new god, replacing Marika, right? So, that's the concept there. No, you haven't. I'm usually a complete lurker. Well, you know what? I'm glad to have you lurking. It's cool to see you in chat. Okay, this is more stuff here. So, guys, doing your normal check. I think they mean to imply that was only an infection, and it took a long time to fully kill him, since we need to talk to him, lol. Yeah, I suppose. It's very weird, because we only see that type of stuff happen when you get, you know, killed, and he leaves a bloodstain for that. So, again, if so, then it's Miyazaki and FromSoft being really liberal with the game mechanics in this instance. But again, it wouldn't be the first time. Again, as I've always said, the game mechanics are not lore, so you always have to be mindful of possible openings in that situation. It's always nice when the lore and the gameplay mechanics intertwine, but sometimes things can get messy when you're trying to simulate a fictional reality. I guess we go down then. Don't see anything else. Oh, actually. Nice. Roa. Also, with the translation, what's your opinion on the whole soulless demigods thing? Is it supposed to be singular and refer to God one, or is there a demigod in each mausoleum? Okay, so in terms of just the Japanese text, like not my opinion, just like what the Japanese text says, it can be read both ways, because Japanese is vague with singular or plural unless specified in some manner. And even then, depending on how it's specified, there could be some wiggle room, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. The point is the way you can read it as basically referring to the soulless demigod, a soulless demigod, same thing with indefinite adjectives or whatever they're called. Pronoun, no, not pronouns. The idea basically is that Japanese doesn't have the or a or an or any of that like we have in English. So the point that I'm trying to say is there's various ways you could read the text by itself. In the context, I side with the localization, I think, in that it's multiple. One, because I don't think the idea first of the demigods makes much sense if there aren't any subsequent demigod deaths. Two, the idea of the soulless demigods, just as a general concept, I don't think it makes much sense if it's just Godwyn, considering we go to mausoleums, that, you know, mausoleums are just to house remains, and we find a headless demigod remains, quote-unquote, that we interact with every time. So I'm not convinced it's just one. I can't imagine that's all, like, Godwyn or just, like, a representation of Godwyn or something like that. What happened to your cart, Fly? Oh. Nice. Did it fall, or did you fall? Don't see your carriage. No carriage for me to loot, huh? Gotta get used to switching weapons on horseback again. Oh. There we go. Golden Roa, huh? Let's take a look at this. Oh gosh, I'm blind. Golden Roa. There we go. Tinted with gold. Always found near the Erd tree. So just making a point that all the plant life is being affected by the proximity to the Erd tree, which matches up with what we see with the rocks. Alright, I got these stone sword keys. I gotta use them somehow. I'm pretty sure it relates to a number of America's children. I know there's at least 7, so a great deal of demigods died that night, including Ronnie and Godwin, so that's like 9 killed. Indefinite articles. That's the word. Thanks, Eris. See, I didn't take English, so I'm like, it's not adjectives, but it starts with an A. Do I have? I don't think I equipped. Yeah, I don't have my light. Nope, nothing there. So, anything? Nope. Ill. Just. Oh, this is a crystal cave, huh? Did it say that? No, so the old Altus tunnel. Then again, what's all this? That is curious. Actually, we found crystal here. Body of water here. Goes through here. Presumably is the same water that dumps down here into the river. I'm starting to wonder if all the crystals... I thought it was all from under the academy, but I'm curious if it's the other way around, that the crystals the crystals in like the academy are all here and probably seeping into the earth because they all came from here at the volcano. Trying to understand the significance of that though. Thoughts on Elden Ring overall? I've heard it described as a beautiful person with a boring personality. I enjoyed it, especially after hearing it described as a sci-fi story told from a fantasy view. It's hard to say because I haven't finished my playthrough. I'll say this: it's not going to be it's not like my favorite Souls game where I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. It's the best thing that Miyazaki and company have ever pulled out with. Now, granted, I've never played Demon Souls or Bloodborne. I've only done their lore, so I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to mainly talk about my child, Dark Souls. And my perspective has always been, Dark Souls 1 never needed a sequel. If it needed to have a sequel, though, fine, make it a Dark Souls 3 over a Dark Souls 2. Elden Ring reminds me of Dark Souls 2 done right. As in, Miyazaki saw what the B team did with DS2 and were like, oh, I can do that better. And then he did. It has many of the same faults and problems as DS2, in some ways even more so because of the fact that they actually do go full open world to get that cross-continent adventure that the DS2 director originally wanted. But overall, I think it's a good game. I don't hate it. I'd say I definitely like it. I don't know if I love it, though. It's cool. It's fun. I really like the exploration and stuff like that. The bosses are kind of shit. Like, the whole difficulty in this game is kind of a joke. And when a game makes me actively want to just cheese bosses and try to kill them as fast as possible without engaging them that much, that's a bad sign. Especially for a Souls game. But, like, again, it's not like it's terra bad. So I definitely understand when someone says it's a beautiful girl with a boring personality. I can definitely understand that point of view. America, that bitch is outpricing Guinevere with all the kids that she's pumping out. It's like, Guinevere, you're a harvest goddess, not, sorry, you're a goddess of fertility, not that type of fertility, the other type of fertility. like the terraforming concepts of Kaled and the parasitic vibe of the Golden Order / Erdtree, the gold-looking sickly eventually. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff in Elden Ring from like a lore, story, narrative. I would even to a lesser extent character perspective. But yeah, like as like I'll talk about the game as a whole. Actually, even if I separate the story out by itself, I'm not yet convinced yet that this would rank in my on high on my list. I'm still not at that point where I'm like, oh my god, I really, really love the narrative of Elden Ring. I love FromSoft narratives. But I don't know if I would if this one might make the bottom of top 5 maybe, but again, there's not too many to go with, so that's a very short list. Yeah, I agree, I enjoyed it, but I hold some of their other games closer to my heart. I feel it's kind of quantity over quality sometimes. Yeah, that's definitely a problem. This world is so big, and listen, I understand the reused assets, but after a certain point, these reused assets start getting old. And it definitely feels like, again, it has the same problem as Dark Souls 2. It has a vacuous issue, where it really doesn't have that much to say, but it has so much just random crap in it to fill up the meantime. It's just this utter random filler. And it's just like, oh gosh. Like, the most interesting part of the world building for me so far has been going and seeing the individual towns, where they're located and stuff. Like, actually getting a geography with the map and stuff and how it all relates in that regard, I really like. Actually going to those places and seeing them characterized, I'm just like, oh, look, another Arteria leaf. Like, it's like, there's only... Again, I keep falling for it from an exploration perspective. Again, I bitch and moan about all this stuff, but then I keep on exploring. I don't ignore the shinies and keep on trying to finish this game. I'm taking my time to go through each and every little thing, but it just tells you how addictive the exploration element of this game is. The devs really knew what they were doing in that regard. Huh. Got the Erdtree on you, huh? Yay! Bolt Drake Talisman. Lightning resistance, because this is an area with lots of lightning. You get it? Okay. See, stuff like that where it's like, okay, I get it, but it's not like it's this, like, mind-changing lore stuff. There's so many things where it's like, oh, we're getting +1s and it's not even New Game Plus or DLC yet. Like, it's like, oh, okay. My man, you're a rock-slinging wizard. That's the vintage started Demon Souls as a royal. Serious talk, though, don't fret about judging till the playthrough is done. Yeah, things could change, right? Like, once I hit the end, I could be like, oh my god, you know what, the ending changes everything. Or it could be like, oh my god, this game is god-awful. Why did FromSoft invent this? Again, I don't see myself going either way at this point. I imagine it's going to be more of the same to a greater or lesser degree, but who knows? We'll see when we get to the end game and see how the difficulty spike is. Demon Souls has probably remained my favorite. While I know Elden Ring's lore the most, Demon Souls is just really nice. A small game with a decent amount of depth. Yeah, I agree. I think Demon Souls' small scope definitely helps it in that regard. Really lets you be able to... It tells a complete story, essentially. Like, you don't need a Demon Souls sequel. I would say the same thing about Dark Souls, but that's neither here nor there anymore. That ship has sailed. Huh. Also, of course, he has 1 HP. Of course. What? There we go. Where's the other one? There you are. All right, we ready to rumble? Oh. Oh wow. Troll's hammer! Okay, so this is the hammer I thought that the Stone Digger trolls use, right? I could have sworn we got that as an item, but I guess we didn't. Stone Digger trolls. Here? Yeah, Troll's hammer. So yeah, the idea that trolls are descendants from giants. You once used ceremonial smithing tools. In the distant past, smithing was considered divine. The idea being that came from their fell god, right? The evil god has willed it. Nice. Oh. Nice. Yeah, I agree. The game sometimes hits a, oh, that concept's interesting by imagination, better job than the reused asset. I do agree with above, not judging judging playthrough though. Yeah, I don't want to judge while like mid doing so, right? Like everything I'm saying here is subject to change. It could be that it really cleans up at the end and really all comes together in a really special way. Like it'll have these problems, but it could really improve my opinion of it, right? So. Like I've always said, my least favorite part about Dark Souls 3 is the premise of Dark Souls 3. There's just a lot of silliness in the way that they all try to get you to where the game wants you to do for your journey, right? Like the plot structure is a little, dare I say it, convoluted. But the rest of the game though I absolutely love and adore though, so it balances out. Wow, you really are weak to magic. I haven't been able to two-shot anybody here. Like, these guys are all so weak. It feels weird, man. Nice. Never gonna use these, apparently. I hope I find a weapon to replace Moonveil at some point. I feel like I kind of found the best stuff at the start and kind of stuck with it. Nope, nothing here. No secrets. Actually. Yeah, nope. Nothing there. I don't know if you streamed your first playthrough of the other games. Talking to a chat and taking questions about prior games could influence how the playthrough feels. No, I did not. I only started using this channel in recent months. In fact, specifically, I did it in reaction to the data loss I suffered, which unfortunately took my Blood's Beginning post for Bloodborne away, which is very shame, guys. We were going to have a really cool, in-depth look at the entirety of the cosmology and early history to the Bloodborne universe. Would have been really neat. But I'm gonna have to rewrite that from scratch. And that's a disheartening thing, so I'm probably not gonna do that for at least a couple of months. In the meantime, I'll work on Healing Church, get Shulva out, get well, I guess we're gonna be coming back here in a sec. Get Shulva out, probably work on getting after that the Yharnam out, because Yharnam just needs like all the reference images and stuff put in, and then I can release that. But in terms of like actual games that I've played on stream, it's only Elden Ring, really. Every other game that I've streamed so far has been a game I've played well beforehand. In some cases, much to my chagrin. Not looking forward to going back to DS2 anytime soon, that's for sure. Yep, we just rest here. Moonveil's the river of blood for imp players. Both are nightmares when it's in the hand of others. Nightmares, huh? I mean, the problem with me is that I don't have a lot of... I'm not putting any strength into my character, so that's not helping with the damage. Because this weapon does have strength scaling, even if it's weak. And the deck, I'm still leveling Dex, so... Like, right now, where do I want to be with Dex? I want to be probably with where I am with Intelligence, and then I can remove this. Also, when am I getting my 4th slot? Oh, goodness me. There you go. Bonk. You know what? I don't care. Let me in! Oh. Okay, guys, this is, That is such a joke. Why would you put that boss here? Why? Hey, buddy, you want some of this too? Oh my god, a blocking knight has more defense than the boss. This is embarrassing. Come on, game. Like shit like this. How can I take the game seriously when it pulls shit like this? Ay, ay, ay. So I got a giant club. Kind of weird great club is this late in the game, but whatever. No even special lore, huh? While it may seem sacrilegious, this weapon said to be a withered... Okay, no, this is a withered branch of the Erd tree. Imbued with holy power, this weapon will... Ooh, this could be interesting. While it may seem sacrilegious, Golden land. Thrust arm into the ground. They gather strength to unleash a blast of sacred energy that coalesces into golden... Oh! It does the tree sentinel thing. Huh. I see you found the boss melter on Mount Gilmere. Yeah, as soon as I got this thing, like my sorcerer playthrough was already kind of trivial, but like this is getting ridiculous. It's actually kind of a joke how my confessor with like his pyromancy is like nothing compared to this. Oh, whoopsie! I thought I was going up. Okay, no, I'm going down. You already brought me up, right? No mercy. Oof. Damn, like, it's crazy, guys. It's absolutely insane. Like, I even took my time. I was like, I'm gonna load up. I'm gonna take the full potion. Like, gonna add the magic circle still. Like, I gave him every opportunity. And then he just melted. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Oh my god. Also, 6K, huh? Buddy. Would you mind... dying real quick? I swear, I almost feel like this guy is tankier than the actual person, but I know that's just because I didn't have the circle in the prep, so. There we go. Really? You consider these guys part of all this? Where's your carriage, man? Wow, they really did. Alright, what about you? Nope? Okay. Guess there's someone else in this group I missed. Gosh, that Erd tree, man. Pretty. Have you seen any of the stuff linked to Madness yet? I think that's my favorite part, and maybe that's my Bloodborne fan talking. We've definitely gone to some of the villages with the Mad Flame disease, yeah. But that's about it. I've also, of course, looked at the text for these games, but... Or I should say this game, but that's about it. Like, I haven't seen Three Fingers yet, or any of that. But I think that'd be self-evident by the fact that we're not at the capital. Uh-huh. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting to find you here. Threw me for a loop. There we go. A lot of these trees look burned. I'm concerned. I remember last time I saw a bunch of burned trees, I was attacked by... Agil! Oh, Agil! Burn us with your flame, Agil! Burn us with your flame! But nope, no Agil here, just crabs. Prepare to crab. Oh. Okay. Go. Ash of War, Bloodblade. I guess that's in relation to Eleonora. Wound self to coat of arms. Ah, I see. It's the seppuku ash of war. Good to know. I have been looking close at these crabs. These are normal crabs, right? Sorry, ladies. I'm just gonna take your eggs. You're not gonna use them anyway. You're over 40. Where are we? So there's where the Lux Society was. I didn't go over here, did I? I guess not. Hey, buddy. Oh. I'm so weak! Well, I see things over here are just cheery. Why are you guys patrolling? Can't you see your camp is kind of in ruins? What the hell happened here? I'm just casually walking with my horse. I swear I'm not trying to break everything, but, you know, if you insist. Lightning grease. What's it matter? No one's here anymore. Catch Flame is actually pretty good. Comet Azure is more of a specialty weapon, high highs and low lows. Yeah, I can see. The thing with Comet Azure, though, is that it's literally my I delete button. As long as an enemy doesn't have it programmed in them to dodge, or maybe because of the area they can't dodge, like, I I delete. I do believe he did some reading. Not entirely sure what, which is why I'm asking and whatnot. Oh, you mean, if so, I wonder, I'm curious, did you read, like, all the dialogue items before actually playing the game? If so, I wonder, how did you imagine some of the people mentioned, like, Radagon or Mikola and whatnot? I read, I can't say I've read all the dialogue. Pretty sure I've read through all the weapons at least casually, and I've done like my own serious reading for my own translations of like most of them. Like, there's still stuff like Great Clubs, for example, that at least I don't remember translating. Who knows though? I have a goldfish memory after all. But yeah, I've looked at most of the script myself for sure, and my impression on stuff was I don't know, it's a little hard because like all I have is like the text and the graphics. So, like, it's kind of like, oh, okay, I get that, or something like that, but I also just forget shit all the time. Like, there's definitely tons of stuff where I'm like, oh, I've never seen this before, and then I check, I'm like, oh, no, wait, I've already translated this. Whoopsie. So, like, it sort of depends. You know, I'm seeing why the other guys got destroyed. They apparently got ballisted by you. Have you ever heard of friendly fire? Oh! We have the carriages here, but no trolls. Huh. Yeah, come on. Trolls, golden sword. Huh. Looks pretty normal. This is the other side. Adel, that's an awesome question. Imagination for the text versus the character in game. Art redesigns are always cool. Yeah, like some stuff I definitely held like somewhat different ideas for. Like, stuff like Radon, pretty sure. I haven't met Radigan, so we'll see how my impression of him changes meeting him. Some of the characters definitely have more personality than when I was just reading the text, right? The voice acting definitely helps with some of them. I didn't expect Yura, for example, to be so down here in baritone. Agil, beware the lake. That was definitely unexpected. But yeah, literally I have a thing for drawing from description, not other people's renditions. It's kind of why I love reading. Oh, that's definitely cool. Being able to use your imagination and just rely on that rather than what's already been depicted, as it were, decided. Hey, based on Miyazaki's interview about wanting even things like the undead dragon to have a sense of dignity to them, what are your thoughts on the maggot zombie enemies in Dark Souls 3? The maggot zombie enemies? Oh, okay, no. Now, first off, that interview with Miyazaki, when he's talking about the undead dragon, or dragon zombie, as it's called in the Japanese, the point with the Miyazaki isn't like he's like, oh, I hate it. You don't need to do, like, disgusting stuff or anything like that, right? Like, Miyazaki has an idea. He has a very specific vision or emotion that he's trying to evoke, right? And he tries to get that across to the artist and have them sort of depict that naturally, right? He doesn't want to give too much, like, control or input. So what he didn't like about the dragon design with the maggots and all that for them was because he felt that the idea was that it was too on the gross or disgusting side. And he wanted not necessarily to depict the dignity, right? Again, I don't know what some of the fan translations there are doing so, but the Japanese for that DesignWorks interview does not say stuff like dignity or anything like that. What it says is to try to portray, like, you know, sort of the sadness of this of a dying dragon, right? The idea that these dragons who are immortal, and yet in this world of fire, the immortal are even dying. They're suffering entropy decaying, right? So, like, as an immortal dragon, it comes back to life, but it's coming back to life in a body which is already decaying, which is very much a perversion of the way that was for the arch-dragons originally. So, when compared to, say, Dark Souls 3, the idea, of course, is obviously to evoke disgust, right? Obviously, Miyazaki clearly had that idea in mind when it comes to maggots, you know, gross and things. I don't think anyone would disagree with that. But it's not like he's, like, betraying his principles or something like that. That's just that he wants you to specifically have that feeling when it comes to the deep. Because the deep is supposed to be this disgusting, ugly perversion of all things good and decent. Yeah, I do, I do the same. Like, I always imagine the game fight against Velka would be something like Lady Butterfly from Sekiro. The old lady was super high dex build. Yeah, around the Cathedral of the Deep. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, that's my thoughts when it comes to that. I've seen, even people that I know and work closely with, sometimes they run a little away with that quote in the interview. Like, it's not like, oh my god, Miyazaki has so much principles, he doesn't like having things that are just ugly or disgusting just to gross you out. So it's like, no, it is. It depends on what the needs of the scene. That didn't fit the needs of what he wanted for the dragon zombie. And let's be honest, I'm not sure if I quite get the feeling of sadness just looking at the creature by itself. It's been a very long time since I played Dark Souls 1, but I don't remember ever being like, oh god, how sad and pathetic that this happened. Like, it's still, I was like, ew, that's kind of gross. And keep in mind, Miyazaki's also the type that he will read into things where they're not there. The Gwendolyn thing, or rather I should say the translations often make people get the impression it's about Gwendolyn, but Miyazaki basically in the DesignWorks interview had this wonderful conversation where he talked about the Dark Knightus outfit. Originally, the plan was for it to be part of a pagan knight background, or class, as they're called in English. The idea being is like, okay, you were going to be a pagan knight, and you were going to have, like, special stats or whatever. You came from this really sort of minor, off-brand religion from the regular, like, sun-worshipping faith and all that, right? And obviously that never came through, though the idea of it being a pagan knight never changed, and that ended up being applied to the Dark Moon Knightus with Gwendolyn's cult and all that. But the reason why I bring that up is there's this idea that... There's the idea that Miyazaki really loved the design because it had this, as he thought of it, a feminine aura and stuff, and the designer intended some of that with, like, say, the flowing skirt from the legs and things like that. It's supposed to kind of evoke the female form. But the idea that Miyazaki really latched onto is, oh yeah, and there's the bulbous head, and it's slightly larger than like normal heads or helmets or things like that, right? So he's like, oh, that was ingenious of you. I'm so glad you did that. He's like, oh wait, to be honest, I didn't even intend that. Like, that was completely, like, I wasn't trying any of that. And he's like, oh, you know, honestly, I wish you didn't tell me that. Wish you took that to the grave. Like, oh my god, Miyazaki. So yeah, sometimes Miyazaki likes images. He likes them conveying things. But sometimes he's human. And he gets false pattern recognition like the rest of us. And he just sees things that aren't actually there. Yep, okay, nothing new from you guys in chat. Just want to make sure. Oh, an Everjail. Huh. I guess this is the only way to get to it. Because I can't tell if that's a death fall. What? Is that a misbegotten? Oh my god, it's a misbegotten and it's praying to the Everjail? What? Oh. Golden lineage Everjail, huh? Uh-huh. Oh gosh, technically it's near here, so is that it? Oh boy. The Golden Clan, a Golden Clansman is locked up here, huh? I wonder who it is. Can't wait to find out. Okay, this isn't that bad. Not finding any items or anything either, so okay. Let's delete this. Let's delete this mofo. I checked the interview again. It was in Dark Souls 1 DesignWorks interview and Wikidot. The line I thought it was, I always tried to maintain a certain level of refinement and elegance in all designs. I can't remember the exact wording off the top of my head. He says something similar, but not quite that, so I'll get back to you on that maybe, like, tomorrow's stream or something, Night Scout. So I was curious if you felt the deep enemies, like the maggot zombies bursting out of normal zombies, still met some refinement or elegance. In terms of, like, just generally that concept, though, Miyazaki has this idea where even the quote-unquote gross designs, he still likes, right? Like, he talks about how he thinks Rom is essentially beautiful, right? Like, he really, even though Rom is, like, obviously this ugly monster, he's like, oh, that's cute, right? Like, he really is like, it's adorable in its own ugly, disgusting spider-like way, right? Like, so like that's kind of just who he is as a that's kind of who he is generally speaking. So does he feel that way about the deep stuff? I'm sure he would say on some level he likes all those designs, right? That's why he gave his approval and had them in there. But it's sort of obviously the exact reasons of feelings for it is going to vary. Like his feelings for Smo's stuff is because he really liked Smo's design because it was so atypical and bizarre, and he just really loved it overall. And he made the character reflect that, so... Again, the guy's not like, he's definitely no, like, cookie-cutter type of person, that's for sure. Oh! I've got, gotta do this, okay. That's what I get for not reading. I guess you consider that the cycle of life element dignified. It does bring life, the world, and game, even the deep, is a perversion of the cycle. Like I said, the wording's a little different, so I'll get back tomorrow when I can have the quote in front of me, because I'm blanking on the exact words. Oh, you're not coming? Yep, there we go. Hey, Godric. Oh, sorry, Godfrey. Oh. Uh-huh. Well, that's awkward. Really? Storms and everything, huh? Okay. Actually, I prefer if he stays back there, so... Yeah, you do that. Game? Well, okay, that's not gonna work. Whoop. They really did just copy-paste Godric, didn't they? How much does this do? It's physical, so... Not when you dodge roll like that, it ain't. It's okay. It's okay only when you get all three off. Nice. I'll be honest, that honestly might be better. Oh, That's what I get for not looking. Oh. Alrighty, there we go. We had our fun. Nah, let's go with Rock Sling. Oh, dang, I didn't roll in time. Darn. Well, this fight's going slightly longer, but that's about it. This is just phase 1, Godric, huh? Oh. Well. Might die to that because of the lack of preparation without my flask, but whatever. Oh, I keep on not dodging the second one. What is wrong with me? It's not like it's that hard. There we go. Well, bye, Godfrey. Godfrey? Godfrey? Godfreyin? Godfrey none? Godfrey now. Oh, speaking of, hey, Godfrey. I saw the deep mag is on as the cycle of life, but Shir Kegare. Well, it sort of depends. The dark is in general considered, again, Kegare, but yeah, I think from at least a thematic perspective. Again, the idea is that the deep, of course, is a perversion of the dark. So, okay, so that's done. I killed an old man locked in a jail cell. I feel good. So let's see, Godfrey, literally just Godric. So before Godric, grafted, learned some wind spells from Stormveil, I guess. And was big on emulating the old Godfrey of the Golden Order. There was Godfrey who did the exact same thing. Huh. I guess it's supposed to be like his father, uncle, grandpa, something like that. But, like, ugh. Ugh. Yeah, no, Rock Sling is a great spell. It's just that Common Azure has so often eclipsed it lately in this run that feels weird going back to it. I'd be so happy if the script that Martin wrote for Elden Ring was published. Miyazaki would too, but Miyazaki's like, but that would go against my principles! Ugh! He feels so conflicted. It's actually funny seeing him talk about it in public. I always get a good laugh whenever he brings it up. He's like, oh, I want to share it with everyone and show how good the prose is, and but that might be giving everything away. And it's funny, too, because most of the stuff that he'd probably be giving away is probably stuff that the community has already all realized or agreed upon or some shit like that. So it's not going to be, like, that crazy revelatory, I would bet. They'd probably be like, oh, yeah, and then there was Godfrey, who was, like, uncle to Godric. And everyone's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's about what we were expecting. Like, I'm not expecting some, like, crazy shit in there, but Miyazaki be Miyazaki. He doesn't want to just hand you the answer. He wants you to think for yourself. Let's see. What's Adolphus doing for us? That's like Godwyn, Morgott, and Mogan. That's after the fall from grace. You have people like Godric, Godfrey, and the Grafted Scions. Rapucha, same. Yeah, nice thing with the text. Godric kind of feels like a dig at Souls players, similar to how Aldrich was a playful jab at players who fill themselves on Souls. That's a funny one. Godric gets even more pitiful based on Godfrey. He might have based his grafting off his brother, cousin, second cousin, etc. The poor man has nothing to call his own. Yeah, Godric is Godric's just pathetic. Can't even be original in his main shtick of grafting. Someone else did it for him. Also, I'm noticing we have lots of misbegotten. So I guess my question is, Why are these misbegotten praying to Godfroy? Is he like the original rise up and rebel type of people? Then Godric enslaved them again or some shit? Interesting. I'll be honest, I was expecting to find the hybrids here. Yeah, there you are. Oh. There we go. Can I get the magical line? Stay where you are. Dang it! It curved. It curved. Oh well. Though I surely enjoy calling Godfroy the gratuitous. See, I love that. I'm gonna have to use that in the future. Godfroy the gratuitous. I don't even know how you're supposed to actually pronounce that name, honestly. I gotta look it up. It's such a... I get you that I'm not saying it right. It's probably like Welsh or something. At least Gaelic. Seems the Golden Lineage have the most direct descendants. The other demigods sort of end with their children, like Melanie and Rykard. Godwyn has the Golden Seed. Reckon they are praying out of sheer indoctrination? Praying out of sheer indoctrination. Maybe... Well, the thing is that this is supposed to be a disgraced demigod, right? I suppose you're right. It could be that they've been so badly abused by Godfroy that they're like, oh, our lord! Even though he's in prison, they still revere him, you know, in the literal sense of God-fearing. I suppose. That could be it. That's worth considering. It is weird, though. Because I don't recall anything like that happening with the hybrids that are rebelling against Godric's forces, right? So if they were so afraid of Godric, you think they wouldn't be rebelling at his Castle Morn. They might have been other siblings of Godwyn, though, who had their own lineages. The thing, I agree, because the idea with the Golden Clan has to be pretty extensive, right? It has to be, obviously, the fact that Godric exists proves that there are at least some lines that must have had kids. Though I agree, it is weird that we don't have any references to family for so many of the major players, right? Like, there isn't like there's this big family line for Millennia or General Radon or any of that. It sort of just kind of stops with, it just kind of seems to stop with them, right? Like, Marika had them, and then, or I should say Radagon had them, and that's it. Oh, what's this? Oh! We got some meteor crashes happening here, huh? Overseeing a little mining operation with the Star Callers, yeah? Hey! You guys should be on duty! Don't let the miners do all the work. You can at least oversee them. At least act like you're doing something. Oh. Ow. There we go. Love how the rocks disappear when you die. Oh, right, you throw them. You hurl them with big meaty hammer. So yeah, yeah, these are definitely meteors falling. Yep. Lots of meteors falling, huh? I mean, this isn't because of me killing Radon first, is it? Is this already here, even if you don't do the Radon kill? Just out of curiosity. Because there's this whole thing about arresting the stars and all that, keeping them sealed away. So I'm kind of curious how recent we're supposed to believe this meteor shower is. Oh, yeah, there's a gravity stone chunk. Hello, stars! Welcome to Earth. Falling stars everywhere. Hello? Oh, hello there. I did not expect to see you. There we go. Oh, well, that's gonna hurt. Sorry, mate. I have a horse. Ah, I see they're doing some worshipping. Oh, dang it. Thought I could get it off. There we go. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Alright, let's do this. Oh. And delete. Oh, there we go. Okay. I like how this was a boss, but that worm in the castle in Volcano Manor wasn't. Uh-huh. Well, in case there was any doubt, Falling Star Beast is in fact a falling star. Alright, let's check what chat's gotta tell me, because it looks like this area is pretty clear. The true sluts of power. I believe had two twins, brothers Morgott and Moog. Imagine if they really just praying to that minor Erd tree behind the jail. It's really just the Erd tree. It's like, oh, it's like you show up. It's one of those pictures where it's like picture unrelated. Like just give off the list. Be enslaved. Be abused into complete submission and fearing. Pray to the Erd tree. Picture unrelated. They talked about us as being in the Golden Age, and they're shown in the little art, but we have nothing confirming they're brothers to Godwyn. I think we can say for certain that Morgott and Moog are definitely America and Radigan's child. And I keep saying that. I'm pretty sure there's an interview out there where Miyazaki uses Godwyn as an example of the demigods that are as children of America, explaining all that. And then, like, I think that might be the same interview where he kind of says, you know, but there may be a little more going on with, like, Godric or whatever, right? Referencing how, you know, he's a demigod, but he's not one of America's offspring. He's obviously, as we learn, a distant descendant. So, oh, you're not statues. Well, okay, we're going this way. That's a double boss, if those are even bosses. Oh boy. These might have been from before he became the Star Scourge, though maybe more show up in the region after he's beat. Yeah, I would love if someone could confirm what the state of all this is. Okay, like, I believe this could probably be from relatively... Well, I guess here's the question. When did Radon arrest the stars? It has to be... I suppose it could be before the battle with Millennia, right? Like, I suppose it could be something like he arrests the stars, and because he has to be a Redmane for some reason, right? Because if I recall correctly, it's Godric attacks Radon at Caelid, gets his ass whooped. Then Millennia comes passing through, and he gets his ass whooped trying to attack her while she's on her way to Radon. Because if I recall correctly, it has something to do with Radon arresting the stars for why Millennia feels the need to come down and try to deal with him. So I can only imagine that, yeah, the way I'm thinking about it, I can only imagine then that the whole Star Scourge conflict has to occur in the middle of the Shattering. Like, he learns the one last art from his teacher and is like, hey, thanks, Teach. Now that I've learned this, I shall arrest the very stars. Oh. Hello? Will you let me... There we go. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my... Whatever. Fine, we'll get you next time. Me... Oh! Oh, okay. Me trying to finig with these stupid horse controls. Funny how all of Millennia Rykard's children are accident. Her 5 daughters and all of Rykard's man serpents must be being a post-shatterer baby of royalty. Is that Rykard himself or just the snake that he ends up getting eaten by or stuff? Just out of curiosity. Well, Millennia's quote-unquote daughters are just parts of her rot, right? They're people born of rot, which is interesting considering the other stuff born of the rot. Just saying. Technically, I guess all the kindred of rot are their brothers. But she's also, wait. I guess that would make Zorias, Karian heir, since she's both female and technically Rykard's daughter. But she's also part snake. Yeah, somehow I get the feeling it's not going to go over well with the Academy. Just call it a hunch. Kubo and the Two Strings, in that the Celestials are blind to the positive side of life, eternal, and can't reproduce, just still. Once you ascend, even marrying into the Golden Order, kind of the same. I suppose you're right. Like, the idea is when you live eternal, you're... Because there is an idea in the network test, the idea that no one has sex anymore in the lands between. Nobody has the virility or bothers to induce it for doing the deed. And that could just be a fact of, hey, we're eternal, we can do anything and whatever we want. We don't need to reproduce, therefore we don't. And that has sort of makes us a more decadent and disastrous society long term or something like that. Could be that kind of commentary or something to that of that effect. All right. Oh my. There we go. Oh, it was just a freaking flask. Dang, being colorblind. Ugh. More stuff over there. We don't care. I'm not gonna breach the Capitol quite yet. I'll do that, though, because that's fun. Just gonna piss you guys off. Alright, going this way. Wow, lots of ceremony, huh? Oh. Oh! You guys really waited right until I got up, huh? Okay, I can see why people would go around the side. So you don't need to be related just through loose family connection to be a god or gain godhood? Yeah, I'm actually curious how extensive the Golden Clan really is, or the Golden Lineage, because like, does it apply to some people who are already tertially related, or is it just specifically if you are, say, Marika's child or beyond, right? Like, is it specifically within the Marika family tree and anyone who extends from that? Or is it, say, like some of the other people who are part of Godfrey and Marika's nation were sort of lumped in as, like, honorary clansmen, as it were, and considered part of the tribe? That's something that's worth investigating, probably. Ooh. What is down here? Are these guys looking out for something here? Is there something down this way too, besides bears? Oh my god. I'm just saying, that guy... Oh my... That guy, has no hearing. He's deaf. My man, get your ears checked. Along with your gut. There we go. That's kind of how the children of Renala became demigods. Their stepmother is Marika, so she's like, "Aight, mommy's gonna make you divine." Well, to be fair though, Marika technically did sire them too, technically. So the whole being children of Marika thing is still true. Just wanting to leave that out there. I mean, it's a little more complicated than that. Granted, the kids probably didn't know that, but I'm just saying. Well, Radagon didn't become a god till he married Marika, right? He was just a captain. Was Radagon even god? Because Marika's dialogue, at least, makes a whole point about, hey, how, like, it's like, you're not the god in this relationship, I am! I think he was just consort, right? King consort? Oh, you know what? I don't screw with room bears. Is there something here? I'm not seeing anything but room bears. I don't know what these guys are looking for. Oh. Oh, poison flower, huh? I'll be honest, I was expecting, like, golden, beans or something from this place. Oh! Hey. Perfumer's Grotto, huh? What's this cave got for us? He was just a captain. Radagon is a part of America, but he isn't a god because he doesn't harbor the Elden Ring. Nah, he could hear you. Just oh no, the sex bot's back. We better get rid of that. It's been a while since we've seen you, huh, Mr. Sexbot? Report. Unwanted content or spam, and then we'll put you in timeout. Hide user on this channel. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Whistles while looking the other way, hoping that Loki wouldn't attack him. Nah, he could hear you, just wasn't paid enough to deal with you, Loki. Just hoping, like, oh, there's a tarnish behind me. Okay, just if I keep on doing this and act like, maybe he'll just walk away. No, I'm very sorry. What's the level up? So 88k, so probably a little bit more than that's needed, so let's do this. Only 5? Well, that's too much. That's just too much, I think, but okay. Flasks! I can actually increase this. Yay! 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 Now, dexterity. I still haven't increased my vigor. I'm absolutely hilarious. I'm truly committed. Actually, you know what? I haven't touched my endurance. This is hilarious. But it's like, only 3? Only 3 things of endurance? You give me plenty. You spoil me, game. This is your fault. Yeah, it's 10k too much, but alright, let's see what this has in store for us. I'm expecting lots of perfumers. Lots of plants in here, huh? Oh, they're experimenting on the Mirandas, huh? Well. I think this is the first time we've seen non-depraved perfumers, right? Because these guys look too fancy to be the depraved types. Maybe I'm misremembering, and there have been, but I think this is the first time. These are like the true blue original perfumers from the capital, right? Don't worry, Mr. Flower. We'll get you in a sec. Or Mrs. Flower, I should say. We're coming, Miranda. Goodness me. Yeah, we don't want to go deeper yet. I guess I could just ignore the flowers, just get any items that are around them, because there are always definitely going to be items around these people. People, I say loosely. Yeah, look, there it is. Living jar shard, huh? Are you feeding... Are they feeding you people? Miss Man-Eating Plant? Are they trying to water you with the blood of their enemies? Is that what's going on here? For shame. For shame. Thanks for the awesome stream, bud. I gotta sleep. Bye. Sleep well. No problem. Arberg? Don't know how to pronounce that name. One of these days. Pretty sure Melina is also America's daughter. Not sure, to be honest. She was born at the foot of the Erd Tree, so I guess that means something. I'll be honest, I thought she was the reincarnation of the Dusk-Eyed Queen or some shit. That was my impression, but I could be wrong. Actually, how much does, oh no, not you. Sorry there. There we go. Yeah, not worth it. This is better. Yeah, much better. Where are you? 1 second. Gotta look through your chests. Perfume bottles. What a shocker. Living jar shards. Why would you keep the shards? Man, want to recycle, huh? Oh my, what's this? Well, didn't protect you. Didn't save you, bud. Oh, I see. It's a once more with a little extra damage you can take on the end, so you can't just 1 HP stuff. Gotcha. Oh! Uh-huh. Right. I guess with all the meteors. Uh-huh. There we go. Nice. Where is that location exactly? About here. Uh-huh. Gotcha. I'm guessing this guy would be pelting me with meteors if I was there, huh? In fact, this looks like this is a related tunnel. So, oh yeah, there's a mining yeah, okay. So that's cool. Some continuity between smaller areas. Neat. I approve. Guess that's how you get back up, huh? Or not? Huh. Oh well. Miranda powder? What is... Don't tell me the boss can be a Miranda flower. Please, no. Warming stone. Golden rune. Golden rune. Well, let's see if we can delete him. Oh. Darn. Okay, so I can't do that fast enough, so I should not go for the buff. I should just go straight for the Common Azure. Okay, good. No 20% extra damage. Hopefully I can kill him in quick enough succession, so... Should be pretty straightforward. We just gotta dodge all the enemies here. Alright, watch me get killed and lose 20k runes. I'm ready. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Just going this way. There's no Estelle to get in my way. Though I'm curious if she was spawned from Erica alone or if it was a joint effort between her and Radigan. Yeah, again, I'm thinking that Melina is possibly the Glowmide Queen or whatever. So the idea that she could have done it by herself through some other means, I would not be surprised, especially if we have stuff like Millennia's quote-unquote daughters happening. Then again, if your idea of the Gloam situation could be right, give her eye and then with flame into yeah, just like that. I'm getting the feeling that might be what it is, right? Because she keeps talking about her mother and stuff. There's just a bunch of weirdness in her dialogue and what she talks about and what she knows about and stuff for someone who apparently doesn't have memories and things like that. That just makes me suspicious. It feels like she, like, took the quote-unquote soul hewn into the Erd tree of the Glowmide Queen, did a little tinkering with it, and just popped out Melina. Well, darn. You dodge. Oh! Oh! Okay, good to know. Oh! Alright, so you I gotta keep dodging. Oh! But you actually can't get Common Azure, at least not without being in an attack. And you don't attack me unless you're close, so... And you hit hard. Yeah, we get it. You're Capra Demon on steroids. We get it. Whoop. There we go. You're dead. Alright, you're not so bad. Now you will have some fun in Delete. Bye-bye, Miranda. I already got a bunch of cleavers, though, haven't I? Or is this my first time actually getting one? I feel like I've already gotten two. Anyway, so... Huh. So I guess the Omen Killers work with the Perfumers. Actually, that makes sense. Their outfits are similar. So probably Omen Killers are like a branch of the Perfumers. If I... Oh, yeah, because aren't there items something to that effect? Like a Perfumer founded them or something like that? Okay. And then you have... the Blighted Bloom, so the idea of a poisoned or diseased flower, maybe? I'll have to check the Japanese on that one. That would explain, I guess, why the poison looks more, I don't know, sickly green? That might be just my bias, though. Anyway, guys, I think this is where we're gonna call it today. It's been grand. But yeah, I think we're done right now. So, in the meantime, I just want to thank you guys all for coming here, doing the playthrough of Elden Ring. I'm learning a lot. I feel like I'm still having fun with this game, despite all the complaints I was mentioning earlier in the stream. It's really great, really good, really enjoying everything, really enjoying having you guys here on my journey as I'm trying to piece these things together as I experience it. It's just a really, really fun time. So, until then. Bye-bye.